we have the Honorable Minister of State for Andhra Pradesh, Mr. Nara Lokesh. He is representing Andhra Pradesh in terms of IT as well as in terms of rural development, something which are very contrasting. How do you hold your position as a Minister of IT, in propagation of the generations that you are in?
No, I think the way we look at it is it's a great confluence of both rural development and IT. The Chief Minister's vision is to actually use IT for improving the quality of life, bottom of the pyramid. So massive amount of work is now going into that. At state, we already have 1 million IoT devices talking to our real-time governments. For a period of time, we'll have close to 5 million devices. So from quality of water to quantity of water to soil moisture to LED street lights on IoT. So the whole idea is to improve the quality of life at bottom of the pyramid, and that's where having both portfolios under one ministry, we're able to sort of promote it to the next level.
Wonderful. And it's very, honorable to see such a charismatic minister. And you are the third gen, NTR to Chandrababu Naidu to Nara Lokesh. So what would you say I inherited from them, and what are the key lessons learned as a politician, as someone who would, inherit to serve the nation, serve the society?
Only two things: hard work and patience. Hard work is something I learned from my grandfather and my father. They're extremely hardworking people. If my grandfather worked for 18 hours a day, my father works for 22 hours a day. And patience is something I've learned from my father. If you're in politics, different people have different aspirations, and they want to meet you for the first time. As a leader to emerge, you have to be very, very patient. So these are the two things I've learned from two great leaders in the family.
So you were Stanford educated, and then you went back. So having stayed away from your motherland for a couple of years, how do you relate to the problems now?
See, in my case, every summer break I used to go back and I used to go to the villages. It's been 16 years in a row that I actually visited my own village. So I've stayed through, I've sort of understood the grassroots realities, and that has sort of helped me really, as a minister, solve those problems on what footing basis.
So what are the repercussions of the division of the state on the progress, economic growth, financial growth, the attitude of people, and all those things?
Well, division is done, and as a state, we are now looking forward to the next step. We have only 3 distinct targets by 2022 to be among the top 3 in terms of GDP, per capita income. By 2029 to be the number 1 state in the country, and by 2050 give Singapore a run for its money. So we have clear targets and we're working towards that.
Awesome. What are the 3 most pressing issues as of now?
See, after the state got bifurcated, we have a huge budget deficit. So that's something we need to really mitigate, number 1. Number 2, historically Andhra Pradesh has been drought prone. So interlinking of rivers and getting water not only for irrigation but drinking water is also very, very important. And the third thing and the most important thing is rural development. There is still a lot of work still to be done in terms of cement roads, LED street lights, just good quality drinking water. And that's where government energy is now coming.
Great agenda. Any final message that you want to give to the viewers?
Well, please do come back. You have to serve the motherland. We need youngsters in politics, and I think India is poised for the next growth.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for speaking.